I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Love you.
You say hello. Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Claire and this is Leo. And today we're going to be doing Leo's 2-year-old update, and I think that this might be the last ever baby toddler update that I ever do, because now that he's 2, he's kind of grown out of the updates. It's not as noticeable development anymore, but I thought we could do one last one since you're 2. If you are new here, I would really love to have you as a subscriber. I post all sorts of mum content, cleaning product reviews, cleaning, all sorts. You know, there's so many things on my channel, so do consider subscribing, and let's just get right into Leo's 2-year-old update. So one thing that's definitely very apparent about Leo now is that he's talking. He is starting to say sentences. He has words, like every day he wakes up and he can say like 2 words that he didn't say yesterday. His new one is apple. Can you say apple?
Apple. Apple.
Apple. Well done. He's definitely speech-wise coming along very, very well. He says things like good night, good morning, it's time for dinner. You know, he says lots and lots of lovely things, and it's just so lovely to hear. Favorite thing that he says is I love you. It's so cute and it's so rewarding. We always say it to each other before we go to bed. He's like very, very cuddly. He walks around the house asking for hugs and cuddles all the time. It's so lovely. And he's also a very kissy. He loves a kiss, don't you? He's also like a little bit of a daredevil baby. One of his favourite things to do is to sit on the middle of the table, and he'll just either colour in there, or there's a few things that he'll be doing sitting on the table, but you like to sit on the table, don't you? Yeah. Sleep-wise, his sleep has definitely improved. He still has a nap at 11 o'clock all the way through till 1 o'clock, which is a 2-hour nap, which he needs, otherwise he is absolutely insane. And during the night, he can sleep till about 3 or 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, and then he gets in bed with us, and that will be him until like 8, 9, which is really, really good. And we do love a bit of a lion in this house. Although there is sometimes where he wakes up really early, and I'm like, no. He eats so much. He has his breakfast. He can eat like up to 2 slices of toast, which is like what I have. For lunch, he'll have like 3 fish fingers. I'm just trying to like give you an example of exactly how much he eats. Like 3 fish fingers and some beans, for instance. And then for dinner, he normally has 1 whole bowl or like small plate worth of food, which is amazing. He loves burgers. It's like one of his favorites. He still absolutely loves, I can't even say them without him asking, but oranges. He really, really loves them. And he's a big fan of blueberries. He can just eat tons and tons and tons. It's like so expensive, but he really loves them. He really enjoys going to soft play, don't you? You love soft play. Yeah, and you love the museum too, don't you? The museum, yeah. So soft play and museum are 2 of his favourite things, and he also loves to colour in now. He's a big fan of colouring in, aren't you? You love your crayons. And we gave him a diary that was mine when I was like a little girl, and he just loves like flicking through the pages, and he must see me in my planner and like copy, but he really loves having his little diary. Thing that's a bit fun and also not bit fun as well is that he can now help himself to the fridge. So if we have like little cheeses in that he helps himself to, he'll go in the fridge, he can open them up all by himself. There's a few like concerns with that, because obviously the fridge door might not get closed properly and we don't want to spoil our food. It's not something that we do often, but he now has the attention span to sit through an entire movie. One movie that he really, really loved was Incredibles, but we think that he enjoyed it so much because it had Jack in it. Yeah, Jack is one of his favourite toys, so seeing Jack on the TV was very exciting for him. He kept pointing and saying Jack, and he actually sat all the way through, and that was like the longest he had sit still in his entire life. Like me, he's a very big fan of his routine. He knows what's going to happen, he knows when, and he has like a sense, and he's very big at sticking to his routine. He's just brought me some Jack to show you. Is this Jack? Jack. And one thing I've learned about Leo is he really, really takes his responsibilities seriously. So he'll have little jobs that he will do, like getting his bowl and his bib and his spoon from his drawer. And if you do that for him, he really doesn't like that. That is his job, and he really gets offended if you do it for him. So I would say If you have a 2-year-old, maybe try giving them like 1 or 2 easy responsibilities. They absolutely love it. Still a big fan of small objects, and he started to play with the little figurines that he got for Christmas. There was like a set of like fire people, like firemen, firewomen and all of that. And he really enjoys playing with them. He helps them sit down into their car, and he just really enjoys like little figurines. He's always been a fan of holding something small. For cars has never changed. He's always had an amazing love for cars, and his car collection has grown like insanely big. Absolutely loves to help around the house, and since his birthday he got a Dyson Hoover, and anytime I'm hoovering he will run as fast as he can to get his Hoover, and he will start hoovering with me. It's actually really sweet to watch. We always make sure that we read him stories before bed, and we always read at least 5 stories, like that is a lot, but now he's reading longer and bigger stories, so we've cut it down to like 2, 3 depending on the length. But story time is one of his favourite things. He loves being read to. He really enjoys this book that's called The Knight Who Said No, and it's just so like a catchy story, and he really likes it. Only fear is in when it's bath time, and he loves his bath and all of that, but he really doesn't like when I have to rinse his hair or even like put water over his face. He doesn't like the sensation of water, so I think that's something we're gonna have to like slowly work on, because it's not fun when I have to bath him and he's freaking out because the water is going to be poured over his head, and it means that it normally goes in his eyes because he moves so much. His 2 favourite people are his Nana and his Grandpa. He's absolutely like in love with them. He gets so happy and excited to see them. I don't think there's much else I can say about Leo this time round, but anyway, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. The button's either down there or down there. I don't know, but anyway, bye. Together? I love you.